Introduce us to the world of the VFCO, first of all. What might a typical day or week in the life of a player look like?
The VFCO is professionals, people who play in top orchestras all over the world, but the thing about their membership is that they've always gone through the VFO program. So they've gone through the Verbier Festival Orchestra training program, and so now they live all over the world, we live all over the world, and we come together in Verbier for these special projects, and we now are touring quite a bit around the world.
So how did it actually start? Because it was not originally an orchestra. I mean, it started when exactly and why? And you were one of the original musicians there, and you've been there since. So
at the time, there was only one orchestra, which was the VFO. There was a big sponsorship by UBS, and at that time there started to be more demand for concerts with smaller ensembles, with really a chamber orchestra, and so Martin decided to form the Verbier Festival Chamber Orchestra, and at the time, it was quite a few of us who were sort of aging out of the symphony orchestra, and I guess we needed something to do. And but there was also, I think, there was so much energy for us around Verbier. There were so many of us who just loved being here and loved doing what we were doing, and we wanted to find a way for that to continue. And so the chamber orchestra was really the perfect way to do that. And so one of our first big projects was actually with Maxim Vengerov. We recorded Mozart violin concertos. And we had a residency where we were all living on a kibbutz in Israel for about 3 weeks. And we were rehearsing these Mozart concertos note by note. It was the most detailed rehearsing that I think I've ever done in my life. It was pretty painful at times, but I think that really was the foundation of the group. It kind of brought us together. It started to create the sound of the chamber orchestra. And I think it was that, plus the fact that we were all quite close. There were many couples in the orchestra. Now there's many children of the VFCO that are running around in Verbier even. And so it started from there, and we started doing quite a few touring projects under the UBS sponsorship. And then that ended, and I think then we've toured a bit time to time throughout the years. But now my job is to really build up that activity and to take the VFCO all over the world as much as possible.
And this is throughout the year. This isn't just the sort of summer festival where we see you popping up here at Combat, but this is a year-long project for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I think from the beginning, we all had this feeling that the VFCO was a really fantastic ensemble, and that it kind of deserved a bigger platform, that it deserved to do more. And so I'm trying to help realize that now. And it's been great because we are doing quite a few projects, and we're working with so many artists who we work with in Verbier already, who are part of the Verbier family. And it's a real joy to see it develop and take off, and just give the orchestra more opportunities to play together and for more audiences. That's really the idea.
So since you have this new role, I mean, you're developing a lot of new projects for the orchestra. I mean, what are some of these things that you're doing?
Last year or so, we toured in China, we've toured in France. We went to India for the first time in the spring. We went to the Festival des Pâques in Aix-en-Provence. We were a resident in the Tongyong Festival in South Korea. And we were also resident in Stanford University. We did a very special residency there. So we were in several different continents this spring. And looking forwards, we're going to be actually quite local in Switzerland. In the autumn, we're going to be playing for the the Gese competition laureate concerts. We're going to be in Lugano with Stephen Isserlis. That's in December. And then we're touring Hungary with Gabor. Of course, it's his native country. And then going into 2026, we're going to China in Shenzhen, which we're hoping to announce all the details of very soon. But it's basically going to be a new Verbier festival in China, which is one of the most ambitious undertakings that we've ever done, and it's something that we've all been working hard on for a while. So there's that. We're going to be returning to Korea. We're going to be going to Japan in the autumn of 2026. And looking further ahead, we also have a very special project at Carnegie Hall in New York City in 2027, which I probably shouldn't say too much about yet, but it's something that we're all really focused on as kind of one of the big aspirations for not only for the chamber orchestra but for the Verbier Festival itself.